Friends, good day. I would like to summarize the results of the past trading week. We saw significant growth during these days. Bitcoin has grown, Ether has grown, Dash has grown, and even Matic has grown. Naturally, this is due to the possible approval of Bitcoin and Ether spot ETF applications by the Securities Commission. Of course, the approaching halving in April plays a role. The Binance situation has become clear. It's not going to get any worse. A new CEO, a fine to be paid by Binance, everything is clear. We do not observe active negative situations on the market, but we are always ready for them. Let's move on to the Bitcoin chart. At the end of September, Bitcoin overcame a serious resistance zone of 31,500, and now continues its growth. Further, there are no resistance zones except for the nearest high, the high of March of last year, 48,500. Bitcoin can safely grow up to this milestone with small breaks, like a ladder. The demand for Bitcoin is growing, its price is growing, and no one wants to sell it. On Tuesday, there was a powerful move up to 44,000. There was no news at that point, but there was a large number of liquidations of short positions. I always say that you have to be careful with short positions in the crypto market. It's one thing to use short positions with stock indices or shares that may not rise much, but short positions in cryptocurrency can be very dangerous. Liquidation of short positions has led us to such a move, so be cautious. In the meantime, let's see how long the high of 44,400 will last. There is a possibility that Bitcoin will stay at this level for some time, and then it will rush to 48,000. But after that, maybe Bitcoin will go down a little bit. Maybe. Ether broke through powerful resistance levels. This year's highs, 2,140 and 2,020. Ether is rising and the next high is 3,578. Ether has a long way to go, so be careful with Ether short positions. Dogecoin celebrated its 10th birthday on Wednesday. The birthday was marked by a significant increase in price, an increase in volatility, and it is now worth 10 cents, which is $100 for us, since one Dogecoin futures equals 1,000 tokens in the AE terminal. Now let's move on to the strategies we looked at earlier. The strategy for Matic is a vertical call spread. We bought call options of strike 84, sold call options of strike 88 and strike 100. This strategy does not lose its relevance, because as long as there are no strong price movements, it brings us profit. Not a high profit, but a profit. This strategy works until December 29th. And if the Matic does not grow seriously, we will get a profit of $400, with margin requirements of $1,100. Now let's move on to the Dogecoin. We looked at a call spread buying recently. Call options of strike 84 were bought, and strike 90 were sold. Put options of strike 66 also sold. The strategy still has good profit potential. If the price does not fall below 90, we will make a total profit of $700, with margin requirements of $1,400, which have increased since the last time. The strategy on Ether is a reverse ratio spread. There was an expectation that Ether would break the level of 2,140 and continue to grow. That's exactly what happened. We were not trapped in the theta decay. The price went higher and is showing profits. Mind you, this is a break-even reverse ratio spread, where we would not have suffered any losses if the price of Ether had fallen or stayed the same. Losses would be potentially dangerous if the price stopped in this zone. Profit is $56, margin requirements are $74. Another strategy I came up with for Ether is one of my favorite strategies. Bought call spread and sold put options. Sold put options of 1,850, bought call options of 2,150, and sold call options of strike 2,250. The strategy shows an 80 to 90% of profits, so we can make $86. Now I want to draw your attention to the strategies for lazy people. These are ready-made strategies for the AE terminal, which each client can subscribe to in his personal cabinet. Selling put options, strategy S put IBTC has reached another high of $3.5. You can see it on the chart. The strategy is superior to simple Bitcoin hold. In it, we have a time premium and additional leverage. The strategy costs $3.5 and shows a return of 170% per year. It started on July 8 of 2022 and has been running for a year and a half now. The strategy performs very well in terms of returns. Rolling applies every month to this strategy, but you can read all the relevant information on your own. The next strategy is related to Ether and also shows good returns, 104% per year, of 145% profit since the strategy was launched on July 22, 2022. The outsider of these strategies is the strategy of sold put options on Matic. It does not show any outstanding performance after a significant drop of the asset. I would also like to draw your attention to the basket of cryptocurrencies, selling put options of Bitcoin, Ether, Doge, and Matic. You can see the asset ratios in the strategy description. And this strategy shows a good profitability, 36% per year, or 15% since the start. The strategy is young, it's only 5 months old, and these were strategies for the laziest, those who do not want to spend time on studying the market and strategies. We will continue to watch the market situation. Now there is a bullish growth, and the strategies I talked about today are showing good profits. And that's it. As always, ask questions in the comments. If this video was useful to you, put a like and subscribe to the channel. I wish you good luck and successful options trading.